The history of France is a long and complex one, dating back to the Iron Age. The region that is now France was originally inhabited by Celtic tribes, who were conquered by the Romans in the 1st century BC. The Romans ruled Gaul for over 400 years, during which time they introduced their language, culture, and technology to the region. After the fall of the Roman Empire, Gaul was divided into a number of smaller kingdoms. In the 5th century AD, the Franks, a Germanic tribe, conquered Gaul and established the Frankish kingdom. The Frankish king Clovis I was converted to Christianity in 496, and this event marked the beginning of the Christianization of France. The Frankish kingdom eventually gave way to the Carolingian Empire, which was founded by Charlemagne in the 8th century. Charlemagne was a powerful ruler who expanded the empire to include much of Western Europe. However, the Carolingian Empire collapsed in the 10th century, and France was once again divided into a number of smaller kingdoms. In the 12th century, France began to unify under the leadership of the Capetian dynasty. The Capetian kings gradually extended their power and influence, and by the 14th century, France was a major European power. The 14th century was a time of great upheaval for France. The 100 Years' War, 1337–1453, pitted France against England, and the Black Death killed millions of people. However, France emerged from these challenges stronger than ever. In the 16th century, France was ruled by the Valois dynasty. This period was marked by religious conflict, as France was divided between Catholics and Protestants. The French Wars of Religion, 1562–1598, ended with the Edict of Nantes, which granted religious freedom to Protestants. In the 17th century, France was ruled by the Bourbon dynasty. This period was marked by the reign of Louis XIV, who was known as the Sun King. Louis XIV was a powerful and ambitious ruler who centralized power in the monarchy and expanded France's influence in Europe. The 18th century was a time of great change for France. The Enlightenment, a philosophical movement that emphasized reason and individual rights, challenged the traditional authority of the monarchy. The French Revolution, 1789–1799, overthrew the monarchy and established a republic. However, the revolution eventually degenerated into chaos and violence, and Napoleon Bonaparte came to power. Napoleon was a brilliant military leader who conquered much of Europe. However, he was eventually defeated by the British and Russians, and he was exiled to the island of St. Helena. After Napoleon's fall, France was ruled by a series of monarchs and republics. In the 19th century, France was involved in a number of wars, including the Franco-Prussian War, 1870–1871, and World War I, 1914–1918. In the 20th century, France was again involved in World War II, 1939–1945. The country was occupied by Nazi Germany, but the French resistance eventually liberated it. After the war, France became a founding member of the European Union. Today, France is a modern, democratic country with a rich history and culture. It is a major economic and political power in Europe, and it plays an important role in world affairs. Some of the most important events in French history: the Roman conquest of Gaul, 1st century BC. The conversion of Clovis I to Christianity, 496. The founding of the Carolingian Empire by Charlemagne, 800. The 100 Years' War, 1337–1453. The French Wars of Religion, 1562–1598. The reign of Louis XIV, 1643–1715. The French Revolution, 1789–1799. The Napoleonic Wars, 1803–1815. The Franco-Prussian War, 1870–1871. World War I, 1914–1918. World War II, 1939–1945. The founding of the European Union, 1957. France has had a long and complex history, and it has played an important role in world events. The French Revolution was a watershed moment in history, and it helped to shape the modern world. France is a major economic and political power today, and it continues to be a major force in world affairs.